We're continuing with pre-calculus review and some more examples of a domain and composition of functions. Let's have f of x to be square root of x, g of x be x plus 1 over x minus 2. The first thing is we're trying to find a domain of f of x. F of x is square root of x. Therefore, the domain is 0 to infinity and 0 included. What about g of x? G of x is a rational function. So where the denominator is 0 has to be excluded. That gives you negative infinity to 2, 2 not included, union with 2 and infinity. So 2 intervals. Now, let's talk about decomposition f of g of x. So the inside function is g of x, and then outside function is the square root. What about g of f of x? This time, the inside function is square root, and the outside function is g of x. So this is basically writing down when you're doing g of f of x, you write down g of x with parentheses for x. That's the outside function. Then you plug in f for x for inside the parentheses. Over here also, when you were trying to find f of g of x, you write f, which is the square root, with a big parentheses for x. For the big parentheses, you plug in the inside function, which is g. Now let's talk about the domain of g of f. The domain of g of f, if you write g of f, you can see that it's basically 2 pieces. First of all, you have to make sure that the inside function, the domain of inside function is included. Basically, the domain of the composition has to be a subset of the domain of inside function. Then you exclude whatever, when you make the composition, you want to exclude anything that makes the composition not to be defined. And over here, when I'm looking at this composition, first of all, inside is defined from 0 to infinity. Then I have to exclude what makes the denominator of the composition 0. That is square root of x equal to 2, and that's x equal to 4. So I have to exclude 4. And so we end up with 0 to 4, 0 included, 4 not included, 4 and infinity, 4 not included.